News.
And Maddie, we are rooting for your comeback. That's Nightly News for this Monday. I'm Tom Llamas. Thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6th, 2026. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
KUAM News Primetime.
Guam salutes our veterans, honoring those who served.
Guam lawmakers are moving to make fairness more than a promise. A new bill could finally enforce protections for pregnant workers, ensuring mothers-to-be are treated with dignity on the job. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the details coming up. Two stewards of Chamorro Education are gearing up for the World Indigenous Peoples Conference on Education in New Zealand. More coming up tonight.
Good evening, everyone, and half a day. This is Prime Time. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Well, happy Veterans Day to one and all, as today we honor the brave men and women that have worn the uniform of the U.S. Armed Forces. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio shared this message.
For the people of Guam, service to our nation is deeply personal.
Our island's patriotism was forged through real experiences with war, from the sacrifices of our World War II survivors and martyrs to the courage of those who continue to defend freedom today. Because of this history, our sons and daughters have answered the call of duty with pride and distinction.
Now, it's a well-chronicled fact that Guam's per capita enlistment is among the highest in the nation, a testament to the loyalty and love our people hold for country and island.
Every flag raised, every deployment served, and every life lost reminds us that freedom is never free. Each of us knows a family member, a friend, or a neighbor who has served.
Both leaders at Adelup ask us to take time today to thank our beloved veterans, to honor their sacrifice, and to remember that their service continues to shape the strength and spirit of our island. And to all the vets out there, we thank you with all our hearts for your service. Happy Veterans Day to everyone. Moving on in our rundown tonight, Guam is taking a major step to protect working mothers as a new piece of legislation in the legislature formally adopts rules to enforce the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, ensuring that expectant workers receive reasonable accommodations and are shielded from workplace discrimination. It's our next report with Nevaeh Anderson.
Introduced by Senators Tello Taitigui and Sabina Perez, Bill number 210 aims to formally codify and finalize procedures needed to allow the Guam Department of Labor to fully implement and enforce the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, originally passed in 2022.
With Bill 21038, we have the means to follow through on our commitment to supporting working mothers and families and ensuring that they are treated with dignity and fairness and in the workplace.
Although the law has existed for 3 years, DOL Director David De La Sola said enforcement has been limited because the Department of Labor's rules and regulations were not finalized.
On November 20th, 2023, the Guam Department of Labor held a public hearing to receive input from general public prior to the finalization of the draft administrative rules. However, no one was in attendance and no written testimony was received. We believe that the draft rules are sufficient to enable the fair and equitable implementation of the PWFA statute for both employers and pregnant workers who may need accommodation while they work through the often difficult period of pregnancy and childbirth.
From the Fair Employment Practice Division, Jeff Sablon said he's glad the cause is finally being pushed forward.
Thank you for pushing this forward and, having us do our due diligence in terms of making sure that we go out there and exercise and execute this vital act for all pregnant women working on island, and to ensure that they have sound protections in terms of our jurisdiction.
Under the new rules, employers must provide reasonable accommodations for pregnancy or childbirth-related conditions, unless doing so creates an undue hardship on operations. They cannot require an employee to take leave if other adjustments are possible, and may not retaliate against employees who request accommodations. Workers must also provide medical documentation to support their requests. In the event an employer exhibits unlawful practice under this act, the Department of Labor can order remedies such as reinstatement, promotion, or back pay. Employers are also required to post division-approved notices, and penalties for violations range from $1,000 for a first offense to up to $2,000 for repeated violations. The rules allow for appeals and set a clear, fair process for both employees and employers. With the adoption of these rules and more, Guam's Pregnant Workers Fairness Act moves from a symbolic law to a fully functioning system. If the measure passes during session, pregnant workers will be able to rely on concrete protections in the workplace, and employers will have a clear framework for compliance. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
In other news tonight, Science is Fun and Awesome Learning Academy Charter School has confirmed that former teacher Lawrence B. Quinto has been terminated following an arrest for multiple sex crimes involving a 13-year-old girl. According to GPD as well as court documentation, Quinto was charged with first and second-degree criminal sexual conduct, electronic enticement of a child, and indecent electronic display to a child. Investors say he met the girl through the online game Roblox and admitted to sexual conduct, including exposing himself on video calls. Officers also found explicit images on his phone. In a statement, CIFA said it, quote, takes allegations of misconduct seriously and is in full cooperation with the law. They continue to write, to pray for the victims and their families, and for Mr. Quinto and his family. Staying with crime news, 7 people are behind bars after a coordinated drug bust at an apartment on Mighty on Thursday. Drug Task Force officers executed a search warrant at a pair of units at the Plumeria Estates apartments on Thursday morning. Officers discovered and seized suspected meth, a glass pipe, a firearm, a digital scale, and 3 cell phones, among other evidence inside the units. Those events led to the arrest of Sergio Cruz, Pichi Pineda, Kenneth Regis, Gregory Reese, Trisha Matagolay, Noah Cepeda, and Felicia Kinata. Court documents state that Cepeda was the subject of the search. During a safety check, detectives found a black shopping bag in his pocket that contained a chambered Sig Sauer 9mm handgun with 15 rounds in the magazine. That firearm was seized by ATF, who confirmed that the gun was reported stolen. Cepeda is charged with possession of a firearm without a firearms ID, possession of an unregistered firearm, and possession of a concealed firearm. Pineda, Reese, Regis, Matagolay, and Kinata have been charged with drug possession. Additionally, one of the men arrested, namely Reese, also faces charges for a pair of counts of theft of an automobile, robbery, 2 counts of family violence, and criminal trespass in multiple separate cases. Well, bottled water distribution for the Santa Rosa and Jigo area is expected to end this week. GWA says the final day of service will be on Wednesday the 12th, following 4 consecutive weeks of non-detect results for dieldrin at the well Y15. In a release, GWA says these consistent results confirm that the water from the well is now safe to drink, to cook with, and to use for personal hygiene uses. Bottled water distribution began on the 2nd of October, and since then, GWA reports it's handed out over 35,000 cases of bottled water, costing roughly $253,000. For the time being, we've reported that GWA has formally asked the Guam EPA to lift the do not drink order for the Jigo and Santa Rosa areas. We are just getting started, everybody. Please stay tuned because we will return right after this.
Every day, there's something new to discover. Fresh styles, fresh finds, and fresh ways to make your home and family shine. So what's new at Kmart Guam? Ready to assemble furniture, stylish, affordable, and ready to take home today. Dream big with our new selection of mattresses, comfort you can count on. Upgrade your home with the latest appliances, arriving now. Step out in style with new arrivals in men's and women's fashion. Fresh looks for every season. What's new? Everything. And it's all waiting for you only at Kmart Guam.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Primetime. What can we share and what can we learn from other Indigenous peoples? That's the guiding question as stewards of the Chamorro education prepare for the World Indigenous Peoples Conference in New Zealand, with a focus on strengthening the right to teach and learn in the native tongue.
A Chamorro delegation is gearing up for the World Indigenous Peoples Conference on Education in New Zealand, a global gathering focused on culturally grounded learning. Representing Guam through the Guam Department of Education's Chamorro Studies and Special Projects Division are Senyot Jimmy Teria, Administrator, and Rufina Mendiola, Chamorro Medium Immersion Teacher. The pair sitting down with KUAM to share what they hope to bring to the table and how they plan to spotlight local progress in Indigenous education.
We're very excited because we have two programs that we're representing. We have the Chamorro Language and Culture Program and our Fanizakan Chamorro, our Chamorro Medium Program, located at Tun Pedro Camacho Lohan Elementary. And so really we wanted to share our story. It's about how long we've been educating our children in Chamorro in the Guam public school system, and then more recently with our Chamorro Medium Program. And so we're just excited to share how much we've grown.
There's also excitement building around what they hope to learn and how it can translate into continued growth.
So I maximize on my session, and I've chosen the nesting, one of them, and other sessions that includes music. And it's very important. I sing. Everything I teach, I sing. I make it up. And also storytelling. We are storytellers. The Pacific Island people are full of storytellers. So I want to learn more. Since somebody else from another nation is going to share their story, I'd like to, learn more about how they tell their story and incorporate it with our stories.
Because ultimately, they say it all comes back to advancing a bigger mission.
The majority of Indigenous languages really need to band together and really fight for the right to educate their children in their native tongue. And so we're very eager to see what's been happening over in Aotearoa, and at the same time we're also equally excited to share what Guahan has been doing.
Now I want to bring back and let those kids take ownership, the youth, be now who we are today for the future generations.
The conference runs from the 16th through the 21st. Destiny Cruz-Langus, KUAM News.
All right, thanks so much, Matsuki. That's a great story. And congratulations to our friend Saina Lu on the new book. All right, let's move to other matters of healthcare. As despite decades of warnings, Guam's diabetes and obesity crises are only getting worse. And now it's hitting our children. At the 26th Annual Guam Diabetes Conference, health experts called on the community to take control before it's too late. Joe Nagancharfer was there and files this report.
With an estimated 30,000 people living with diabetes and 80% of Guam's adult workforce overweight or obese, health leaders say the island is heading in the wrong direction. One of the guest speakers for the 26th Annual Guam Diabetes Conference, Dr. Scott Dulaban of the Guam Regional Medical City, says the impact goes beyond numbers.
That's the round number. That was based on CDC numbers from 2010. But of those, 15% have a pain that cannot be controlled by medication. And you hate to see people not move and be miserable. It really is a miserable existence. You can have, sympathetic type problem, your circulation is ruined, and all of these things. The diabetes ruins your body.
During the press conference for the event held on Saturday, Patrick Lucis of the Guam Diabetes Association said the data tells a troubling story.
All these obese rates that leads to chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. And so CDC says just losing 10 pounds of weight would actually help you to better health.
He noted that 10 years ago, Guam's obesity rates were lower than overweight rates. Now it's the opposite. Our population is growing, but not in a healthy way. This year's conference theme, Happy Feet, the Nerve of Diabetes, puts a focus on how the disease affects every part of the body, from circulation to nerve damage, and how prevention starts with simple lifestyle changes. Experts warn the problem is starting younger than ever. Children on Guam are being diagnosed as early as 2 years old, and the youngest case of diabetic blindness was just 16. This year's conference also blended faith, family, and community, encouraging families to take small steps from diets containing more vegetables and fruits and lifestyle medicine to lower extremity care and neuropathy prevention together. The message is clear. Guam's health crisis can be reversed, but only if we move together toward healthier habits. Officials are urging everyone to join next year's free conference and start taking steps, literally, toward a healthier island. Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News.
Well, on the subject of taking care of yourself, you, my friends, still have time to take part in the KUAM Care Force's Giving Tuesday project. Giving Tuesday is coming up real quick. If you would like to help those going through rough times in our community lately, and there are many of them, the KUAM Care Force will be at Kmart each and every Tuesday from November to 12 to 2, collecting your donations for non-perishable food items, baby items, toys, and more. It's part of us preparing for Giving Tuesday on December the 2nd, so swing by and help us be there for our neighbors in need. We'll be at Kmart every Tuesday with a goal to help all 19 villages. Everything donated will be collected to put smiles on the faces of those receiving your kindness and generosity. And if you stop by the Rhythm and R&B Brunch #3 event on November the 29th at 3 Squares, if you donate a brand new toy or non-perishable food items, you're going to get a special gift. So thank you so much for your generosity. And please stay tuned because there's more after this.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Honoring those who served on Veterans Day, here's a coastal view of Assen Memorial Park.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
how awesome is it that you guys have the very first game of the new G League?
It's really good. I mean, we're the opening game, so we're all really excited to play.
And when it comes to Shipyard, you guys are a club that has so much tradition, so much history, so much legacy, so much success. How do you guys maintain, like that legacy?
A big thing about maintaining the legacy is having that pride for the club and making sure that everyone is involved, all the way from the youth, all the way to the adult divisions, our Moms League, our Men's Masters League, and co-ed as well.
It's a great opportunity for us because then not only does it help us prep for this season, but also for school.
What do you guys think about how well you're going to do and how you guys are going to represent JFK in the league?
Well, it's always our goal to just rep it to the best of our ability, and whatever happens here, we'll just learn from whatever mistakes, and we'll learn from just not only our team ourselves, but also the competition we're up against.
You can say it. You guys are going to bring it, right?
That's
okay.
Always the goal.
So excited.
Okay, what kind of work have you guys been putting in?
We've just mainly been working on our chemistry since it's a lot of us getting together for the first time.
Okay. Any predictions about how Shipyard's going to represent? How you guys going to go?
We're going to bleed blue.
We've been practicing out on the field together, just building our communication, and we're really going to focus on our defense and just building up as a team. This morning, we were all just locking in, hydrating, even way before, even earlier this week. And then we just kept hyping each other up for the most part.
At Shipyard specifically, we have created 2 teams for this league, and it's to create a pathway for the girls who are aging up from the youth, going into the women's league and into G League, hopefully, right? We're looking to bring up the level of competition for the club, and this is going to be a really good season, I personally believe.
Most of us have been playing together since our freshman year. We even have some of our alumni that helped us win championships for our school.
I was going to say, you guys aren't exactly a bunch of strangers.
Yeah,
you guys have chemistry.
We all know each other, and if not, soccer connects us.
We've been putting in the work, trying to build chemistry as a team and getting touches on the ball as much as we can. I feel we're going to play our best out there and give it all we got. Like Lang said, we're going to bleed blue.
There you go. You guys got this.
Thank you.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love.
And this week's Giving Every Tuesday, we share a spotlight on those who give back to our island community. We turn to the men and women who power Guam every day. This week, the Guam Power Authority showed that their energy goes far beyond electricity. It's about the power of compassion. Every day, the Guam Power Authority powers homes, schools, and businesses across our island. But during Public Power Week, GPA employees focus on a different kind of energy, the power of giving. Through a canned food donation drive, employees collected over 2,800 non-perishable food items, all to help restock the shelves at Catholic Social Services, ensuring that families facing tough times never have to face hunger alone. And that spirit of service didn't stop there. GPA also launched a shoe drive, gathering more than 500 pairs of brand new shoes, slippers, and backpacks for the children of elder shelters and Harvest House Guam. Each item a small reminder that every child deserves care, dignity, and comfort. On October 30th, GPA's Public Power Outreach Committee hand-delivered every donation, turning simple acts of kindness into sparks of hope. Because for the Guam Power Authority, public power is more than electricity. It's people working together, lighting lives, and keeping the spirit of community shining bright across the island land.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love. News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Rescue Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here.
All right, everybody, for tonight's News Bites, I have amazing events for you. First off, the Three Strikes Law Forum is coming up, and this is featuring, look at all these people, law enforcers, law creators, people that uphold the law. What does it do? Where do you stand? Very, very important that it's going to be on the 12th over at UOG's Lecture Hall. Please make sure to participate, get involved, because this is very, very important stuff for all of us as Islanders. All right, the International Ball is coming up, and I want you guys to consider this because the 52nd Madame International Ball, you know, there's going to be a parade of costumes. So they have, I think it's like 26 different countries being represented, all centered around the strength of the woman and women celebrating unity for world peace. Gotta have it, gotta work towards it. And we celebrate our women right here. Women are held in the highest regard in island culture. That's a fact. All right, the Teen Expo is coming up, and we also celebrate our young people. We got the law, we got our women, and now we got the young people too. And Teen Expo is for teens, by teens. It's going to be at the Agana Shopping Center, and we have cultural performances, a car show, school spirit competition, where you can win some very valuable prizes for your school. We did a wonderful, wonderful story on it. Make sure to go check that out. And if you're a young person, any teenager, you know, private school, public school, Dodea, homeschool, please make sure to participate because this is your generation. And man, for real, you guys are taking over. All right, the world is yours. And Teen Expo is an amazing thing. And then our NBA Game of the Week. We are staying in the Northeast for this one. We got the Knicks and the Celtics at 11 a.m. And then the Nuggets and the Kings at 2. That's on Wednesday. All right, here's your birthday. Happy birthday on the 11th of November to Chloe Camille Guerrero, celebrating birthday number 15 today, and to our Veterans Day baby of the family. We wish you another blessed and amazing year of life. Love Dad, Mom, and your Toves and Guerrero family. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com. All right, my friends, especially on this day, we say thank you to anyone who has ever served in any branch of service, active duty, Guard, Reserve, but especially thank the veterans each and every day. Anytime you see anyone who serves, thank them with all your heart. And we thank you each and every one for your service. I'm Jason Salas. We thank you for watching. Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health. How's today, everybody? I'm Jason Salas here at Kmart, and I have my friends and my family members for the KUAM Care Force, and we are raising money to help take care of our community for Giving Tuesday. We are here each and every Tuesday throughout the month of November, and with your generous donations, we are going to help people in our community who are struggling right now, going through like a lot of stuff. So thank you for all of your contributions, and we are here each and every Tuesday from 12 to 2. So please come by, make a donation, come hang out with us because we are doing good work in our community right now. But for Health, Home, and Lifestyle, we got a really good show for you this week. Here's what we have.
House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas. We are here in the KUAM studios on a very, very special day, and two of our esteemed policymakers, Liz and Gina, are here. We're doing this in person now. Are recognizing the fact that, ladies, we have been doing our House to Home segment now for 10 years, and you guys have basically put up with me for a decade.
We love you, Jason.
Well, I love you too. And Senator Shelley Calvo is here. Senator Tony Ade is here. Christy Sinagosine is here, and she is the account exec who put this whole segment together. I'm just the guy that joins them and talks about real estate. And I've learned so much from the two of you. So, Christy, how did this whole segment start? What was the impetus for it?
Actually, it was Marie who actually thought of the idea, and then I just ran with it with the ladies and presented it to them, and they loved the idea. And every year they always say, do not give it to anybody, it's ours.
And I remember the very first conversation I had with Liz was, hi, it's very nice to meet you, and I think we're related.
Yeah. That's a standard thing, right?
Right, yeah.
And then about 5 years in, we said, okay, Gina, this is what we're talking about today, and please don't go overboard. But that has been the personality of the show and what makes it this.
Up on that warning, Jason. I know.
And then we actually did interview Senator Calvo about a bill that she recently passed and everything. And then the good senator had a very generous idea for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jason, and thank you to everyone. Have a day buenas to the people of Guam. Thank you for this invitation. Happy to be here.
All right, thank you. And Senator Ade is here too. Someone who has been involved in several of our segments, like in the last decade, lending, your own expertise when it comes to the often tricky but very, very important topic of property, of land, of the passing down of land, especially in our familial nature on island.
Yeah, definitely. And I think what Liz and Gina has brought to the airwaves with this segment is actually providing people with that knowledge of how do they move forward, right? Especially when it comes to property probates, or how do they sell their home? How do they go and look for, a home? What are they looking for in those things? It's very important. I think what they brought to the community was value in ensuring that the home that's the biggest investment a person makes. And that's where we got to see is that hopefully that, when they do get into their home, that they're going to say, wow, house to home. Truly amazing. And thank you for that.
Well, thank you. And of course, we've done 550 episodes now. At least 380 of those are on probate.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, what are some of your favorite memories? Because I remember one time it took YouTube by storm because the three of us talked about, if you have a dog as a pet, is that a tenant underneath your lease? People like that one for some reason.
Well, you asked about what is the most memorable. For me, there are two cases, two strong memories which hit the heart. One where a family got their foreclosed property back. We helped to make it happen, and they were so grateful. And to have a family estate go back to the family made the biggest difference. And the other one, it was helping a family sell their property where they were both sick and needed treatment. And we were able to sell the property, and they were able to go off island. So those are the most meaningful, period.
Where's the tissue? I think we're going to need some. Okay, and Gina, what are some of your favorite memories? Because I remember, it's one thing just to do a TV show. It's another thing to really put your heart into it. And you've certainly done that. Because I remember asking you one time on Zoom, and I said, is the rumor true about realtors that if a property isn't moving, some people say you take a statue of like St. Joseph and you bury it doing a certain thing in front of the property, and the deal gets, you're like, here you go, Viva San Jose. It was right there. And it's that insider knowledge that really sets our show apart.
Yeah, you're right. That is one of the memorable, shows. But the most memorable for me is the fact that through this platform, I feel like this platform is part of the reason we've been able to make a difference in changing some of the, participating with changing some of the laws. For decedent estate landowners, we were able to help facilitate the introduction of the nitrate reducing system, the Type 4 facility. And I really think it was through this program that we were able to reach out to people and say, hey, this is what's going on. Come down, support the people at the legislature so they can move these bills forward. And the other one was, and I really do believe it's this platform of getting the information out, is the introduction of the bill to add the ADU into law, which is the additional dwelling units. Those two bills in particular, and I think through this platform, of getting the information out to the community, getting the community to come out and participate on bills that are so important, not to realtors really, but to the community, to the folks out there. And this platform made that possible. So those are memorable to me. And we hope to do more because there's still a lot of work to be done.
All right. And I just must add, I have known Christy now for almost half my life, and we've worked together here at KUAM for 26 years. And I mean, Christy, you see these two's faces on, like on the billboards for, property available or, land available. But with your guidance and with you, like putting the show together and everything like that, people really can approach these two in real life and say, hey, I've got a question, or, like I've got an idea.
Yep. Agreed.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And the senators actually wanted to come in and do something that none of us actually expected. And so Senator Calvo had an idea.
Thank you. So this happened during an interview, or when I joined you guys. I was invited, and I was very grateful to be invited by House to Home for their 550th episode. So I was fortunate and gratified to be the 550th episode guest, which actually took we talked about TOD, or the transfer on death property, which is helping a lot of our individuals in our community at the moment. So go back and rewind and look for that. But I do wanted to acknowledge your contribution to our community for a long time, because 550 episodes took many years to put together. So I wanted to acknowledge and introduce a legislative resolution, legislative recognition for Jason, for Liz, for Gina, for Christy, and that's why here we are. And I do prepared some remarks that I wanted to read, and before we present the certificates to you guys. This is congratulatory remarks for your 10th year anniversary. So obviously, it's such a joy and an honor for me to be here to stand before you guys and the people of Guam. So as we celebrate truly a remarkable achievement and milestone, the 10th anniversary of House to Home Guam. Vice Speaker is looking at me. It's not going to be 15 minutes, I promise you. 10 years ago, House to Home began with a simple mission to inspire, educate, and showcase the beauty of island living through an informational talk show. What started as an idea to help the community has now grown into a household name and a beloved television show on KUAM. Thanks to our producer, Christy, that continues to make a difference every week. Over the past decade, House to Home Guam has produced real estate talks, inspiring stories, technical discussions, and design features that celebrate the warmth, talent, and culture of our island. Through their partnership with KUAM Communications, thank you, Jason, they have brought those stories directly into people's homes, helping families, builders, and dreamers alike transform spaces into something truly special. And today, House to Home is not just celebrating 10 years, but like I mentioned earlier, they are also celebrating another incredible milestone, which is their 550th episode. That's 550 episodes of education, creativity, inspiration, and heart, made possible through the dedication of our amazing hosts and team. So congratulations to Jason Salas, Liz Duenas, Gina Ramos, and Christy San Agustin. Thank you. Gina Campos and Christy San Agustin. Apologies.
Thank you.
They can edit.
Thank you for your professionalism, insights, and enthusiasm for local innovation. Your passion to bring forth valuable information to our community shine through every feature and every episode. Thank you for your heart and your commitment. Together, this team, along with the production crew, local partners, sponsors, and of course, our loyal viewers, has built something truly lasting. House to Home Guam has become more than just a TV show. It's a celebration of who we are as a community. It is informative, resourceful, creative, and proud of our island's roots. As we look ahead to the next decade, may your mission remains the same: to keep informing, educating our community, telling stories that inspire, uplift, and transform. One home, one family, and one episode at a time. So congratulations, everyone who has been part of this journey. And here's to the next 550 episodes and beyond. Thank you and happy 10th anniversary, House to Home. Biba! That's 10 minutes, not 15.
She did a good job.
Absolutely. I think the introduction was about 10 minutes, almost as long as the show, maybe a third of the show. But we're actually honored and proud to be here to introduce certificate number 227-38 COR, introduced by Senator Shelley Calvo, myself, and all members of the 38th Guam Legislature. And this certificate of recognition is presented to Liz Duenas, Realtor Broker, Gina Campos, Realtor Broker, Jason Salas, the host, and to Christy San Augustine, the producer of House to Homes, on the 10th anniversary. And this is to commend you for your dedication of service to educate the people of Guam about real estate and community development in our island community. The Committee on Rules of Imena 38 na Legislaturang Guahan herein directs that this official expression of its recognition and commendations be forthwith sent on behalf of Legislaturang Guahan and the people of Guam, signed and sealed in the city of Agatan on the 28th day of October, 2025, certified by Speaker Frank F. Blas, myself as the Chairperson, Committee on Rules, Senator Matanani as the Legislative Secretary, and Senator Calvo as the sponsor of these certificates. Thank you for 10 wonderful years of informing our people, and most especially our visitors that come to Guam, or those that are making that move to come to Guam, on how important, owning a home is here, but most importantly, the investment that they make, that they're doing it the right, proper way. So thank you, everyone, for your 10 wonderful years of service. And like Senator Calvo said, 550 episodes more, but do that in 5 years now.
Well, we might have to make this a twice weekly segment, but ladies, it has been, all three of you, it has been such an unbelievable honor for me. And, this segment basically made us like colleagues, essentially, but only you guys could make us friends. And this is absolutely wonderful. But man, I love doing this show with you guys. My day is never the same thing twice, but I always know I have to block off 25 minutes every Tuesday to hang out with you guys, and it's a blessing.
Well, thank you, Jason. We are truly honored, and the honor is more ours. Thank you.
I just want to say it was an opportunity, and we're grateful that you gave us the platform to be able to share information with our community. That's what has made it so important for us to be able to share what we know. It may not always be 100%, but we're trying our best to give out the info, and we love everybody for it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Christy, wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you
Trust me, no one is more surprised than me that these two have put up with me for 10 years. I am so amazed at that. So thank you, Senator.
We're going to give you their certificates. Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Congratulations. Miss Gina Campos.
Thank you. Sorry. And Miss Christy. All right.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. And sir.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for less than 15 minutes.
Vice Spasi.
Thank you guys.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Is your child having difficulty walking, talking, playing and learning like other children? As parents, we ask ourselves, what should I be doing? If you are worried about your child's development, the Guam Early Learning Council is here to help. Simply dial 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays, to get resources and valuable information.
Tender love and care.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah, we just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
When I learned to save money, I actually realized we could actually buy a home and not pay rent. And that's how that's how all of this got started, is me figuring out, because we saved money. And then I learned that line, use someone else's money, use other people's money. You know that, I don't know where I picked that. I think it was from, what's his name, Lizzie? Do you remember him? Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
What's his name? Ugh.
But you know what, that Rich Dad, Poor Dad books, those books,
Yep.
okay? So I did read those books, and I remember, if I remember anything from those books, it was use someone else's money. And I knew I didn't have my own, so I had to use someone else's money. So that was a clever line, and I think that's why I learned it so well. And so I understood the concept of going to the bank. And then the first time we applied for a loan and we got turned down, I understood the concept of credit rating. How do you look? How does your credit look? I got it. It clicked.
And that's what I mean. I mean, the three of us are sitting around here now as middle-aged people talking about this stuff. What if we could actually have a generation of young people that when they're ready and when they finish school, like say either 18 or 22, if they went to college, they would actually be ready to make those kind of very mature, life-impacting decisions.
Well, the other thing is there are people now who are renting, and if they're renting at 15 or 18 or even 2,000 a month, that could actually be a mortgage payment. And if you've been stable doing that for a number of years, you're accustomed to that particular budget. And then you should take it another step further to find out, okay, since I'm paying this already, save up for your deposit and then find out what properties are out there that you can afford, because you've already been paying this amount. You might as well be paying it back to yourself in terms of owning your own home. But, you know, when Gina was talking about training the high schools, I started to laugh to myself, because remember the program where they give a high school kid this baby, and this baby will cry and you have to feed it. And if you don't, it reports it back and you either flunk the case. Do you remember that program?
That was home ec, right?
Yeah, this doll that cries and needs to be fed, and you can't just leave it because it'll monitor your actions regarding that child. And it's actually teaching women, young women, about having a baby, and then you may have a partner spouse to help you with that baby, and you flunk the course. Remember that one? That was so when Gina was talking about training and all of this, that kept popping into my mind.
I mean, maybe we could come up with a simulation of, you know, what happens if you make bad financial decisions and your credit score, you know, takes a little bit of a hit, how many years that sets you back as far as being on the right track to be able to afford a home when you're not in middle age.
Yeah. Well, we should do a workshop for that as well. But
okay, anyway. and I do know, because I've done interviews with them. My friends at Coast 360 do fantastic workshops with personal finance and financial literacy for young people. So maybe we could partner up with those guys.
Yeah, they do, and we've spoken at their sessions. So
there you go. Excellent.
Yeah. But Jason, you're right. It should be taught in school. I wonder these days what's being taught, but you know, home ec and all those things, I found them to be very useful. And you're right. I don't understand why we can't teach budgeting, balancing your checkbook, things like that. It should be a class. For goodness sakes, I would have appreciated it.
You know what? And investing. I mean, getting kids into hopefully like bonds, then individual securities, and hopefully then up to the point where they can actually start to think rationally about real estate. As high schoolers, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we can wish, and we can only hope. And you know what? The holiday season is right around the corner, so you know, hopefully Santa Claus brings us a addition to the curriculum.
That's right.
We can start at home.
House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the medical city.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. November marks National Diabetes Awareness Month. And with Guam's numbers increasing annually, it is imperative that we equip ourselves with the knowledge, the tools to maintain our blood sugar levels and overall wellness. Guam's diabetes prevalence has been increasing, with rates rising from 8.6% in 2011 to 19.1% in 2021. That's a 122% increase in just 10 years. Last year, in 2024, Guam's diabetes prevalence was estimated at 20.3% for the population aged 20 to 79. The International Diabetes Federation estimates that we're 10,300 adults with diabetes in Guam in 2024, and with this number projected to increase to 27,400 by 2050 if we do not make the necessary changes. I must preface this with the distinction between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is a condition where blood sugar stays higher than normal. In type 2 diabetes, the body resists insulin or does not use it appropriately. In type 1, the body produces little or no insulin at all. There's also prediabetes, which is a warning stage when blood sugar is elevated but not yet within diabetic range. It's important to know that risks increase with family history, inactivity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or carrying more weight around the midsection or abdomen. Early signs include excessive thirst, frequent urination, fatigue, blurry vision, or slow healing cuts. If these sound familiar, it's important to get screened through tests like A1C or fasting blood glucose. Lifestyle does not replace medical care. However, it definitely strengthens it. One helpful approach is the plate method, which calls for a disciplined half plate of non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens, crucifers, okra, eggplant, cucumbers, or tomatoes. As well, your plate having lean proteins such as fish, tofu, chicken, eggs, or beans. A quarter of the plate of smart carbohydrates like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potato, or whole grains. It's important to also add fiber, about 25 to 35 grams a day. This is to slow the sugar spikes. If rice or noodles are staples for you, reduce the portions or mix with cauliflower rice, mushroom rice, or vegetables to balance blood sugar impact. It is also important to avoid sugary drinks like soda, sweet tea, and juices, as well as large portions of refined carbs and deep-fried foods. You don't have to eliminate them forever, but portion control and pairing them with protein or vegetables makes a huge difference. Lifestyle-wise, it's important to try and aim for a minimum of 150 minutes of movement per week. One simple tip is to walk for 5 to 10 minutes after each meal to help lower blood sugar naturally. Gentle strength work, yoga, Pilates also support insulin sensitivity and joint health. 7 to 9 hours of sleep helps regulate hunger and blood sugar hormones. High stress can cause sugar levels to rise, so small daily practices like deep breathing, stretching, meditating, quiet prayer, these can help calm the nervous system. I also want to acknowledge those living with type 1 diabetes, where insulin is essential because the body no longer produces it. Even so, lifestyle remains a powerful partner alongside insulin therapy. Consistent meals, mindful carbohydrate counting, and pairing carbs with protein or healthy fats can reduce sudden highs and lows. Regular, moderate movement improves how the body uses insulin. And just like in type 2, sleep, stress reduction, and monitoring patterns all support stability and long-term health. In closing, I want to leave you with 3 key practices anyone can use. Number 1, build your plate wisely. Half vegetables, quarter protein, quarter smart carbs. 2, move daily. Even a short walk after meals count. Number 3, manage rest and stress. Your hormones and blood sugar will respond. Diabetes is serious, but with knowledge, consistency, and awareness, it is also manageable. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time on your Weekly Renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Family Health Matters, presented by IHP Medical Group.
Hi, I'm Jim Pexock. I'm one of the new doctors here at IHP. I'm a family medicine doctor, so I take care of anybody as young as 1 week old and as old as 100. So anybody's welcome to come on in and see me.
It's been going around, the flu. What has been going on?
I don't know what it is about this year. Sometimes we just have unlucky years, but it does seem like the flu is going around, and it's the true influenza.
In fact, Dr. Pexock says just today he saw about 20 cases of influenza, and he said it's a bit different than just a common cold.
It causes more severe body aches, high temperature, even in like young, healthy adults, and it lasts a little bit longer too. It usually lasts like 3 to 5 days of bad symptoms.
As to what he could say to those to help prevent the spread?
I've had a couple teachers in the area who said their classes were like half empty. So it's definitely going around. So things you can do to prevent the spread of flu. Number one, if you have the flu, if you feel bad, wear a mask. That really does help. Or stay home from work. But a mask does a really good job of preventing transmission. And if you don't have the flu, things you can do to stay healthy are really just wash your hands. Every time you eat, every time you touch your face, you can pick up flu virus on your skin, on your hands. And when you touch your mouth, touch your nose, or touch your eyes, that virus can enter the body and then start the infection.
The cases he's been seeing has been those who are essentially around other people.
So usually it starts with like daycare and high school where everybody's grouped together, and then it spreads out from there, whether it goes to parents or siblings. Guam is a very social place. As a new doctor here, it's been like one of my favorite parts of working here is just getting to know my neighbors and being part of like big social groups of people. But it does mean this flu spreads pretty fast, so it's kind of affecting everybody.
And something Dr. Pexock recommends?
Actually, the flu shot is an important way we can kind of help prevent the spread of the flu. There's a little bit of stigma with the flu shot. I know with the COVID shot, when it first came out, it did a really good job of preventing COVID. The flu shot works a little bit differently. It can prevent the flu altogether in some people, but really its important job is to prevent and decrease the severity of flu. So it can shorten your symptoms from like 3 to 5 days of having really bad body aches and high fever to maybe just a day or two. And then it also helps people who maybe have underlying conditions like asthma or COPD or diabetes, kind of stay out of the hospital. The flu can cause a huge reaction and a huge inflammation in the lungs and make it really hard to breathe and put you at risk for getting a pneumonia after the fact too.
Doc encourages getting the shot to keep healthy and decrease the severity of symptoms, allowing you to get back on your feet and back to school or work in no time. If you would like to know more about the flu shot or want more information about their services, call IHP at 671-633-4447 or WhatsApp at 671-480-3833. You can also visit their website at www.ihpmedicalgroup.com. Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News. Family Health Matters, presented by IHP Medical Group.
So that's what we got for Health, Home, and Lifestyle, everybody. Make sure to join us each and every Tuesday right here at Kmart in Upper Tumon from 12 o'clock until 2 in the afternoon, where we are once again accepting your very generous donations so that we can help those in our community who are going through some really tough times right now. Giving Tuesday is right around the corner, and thank you, Sijus Masi, for all of you who have shown up. Some really good work being done here, so please